Hello again, everyone. This is Zombie Kids Rule, and I'm gonna try to make this video for the fourth time. I think fourth time is the charm. Hopefully, this is another Steam Deck gameplay video. Again, this is focusing on demos, prologues, preludes, not full games. And I've been trying to do a video of this game called Stone's Keeper King Aurelius. And every time I start this video, something happens. And this is the fourth attempt now, so let's see what's going on. This is Stone's Keeper King Aurelius. One nice thing about doing it multiple times is that I've got a little bit into it as I'm making the video, and I kind of like this. I kind of like this where it's going. So this is a July, looks like release date July 14, 2022. It is unknown for deck compatibility, but from what I've seen so far, it seems to be at the very least playable. So let's take a look at this. So primarily, you're going to be using the right trackpad and the right trigger to be selecting things. But like I said, I've gotten into this a couple different times, trying to make videos on it, and it just I keep getting interrupted, or weird things keep happening. So let's see. Oh, of course it's going to check for updates. Of course it is. It's going to check for available updates. Well, let's hope this doesn't take very long. It's kind of interesting that this does not give you a warning. It doesn't do it. I mean, I would expect it to do it when you first boot up the Steam Deck, but you know, hey, seems like it does it when I go to play a game. But it's not terrible. At least this one wasn't. So okay, so here we go. Stone's Keeper King Aurelius. All right. Make sure I'm on it. See if I can actually get through this today, or hopefully. From what I've seen so far, I'm kind of liking where this game is going. So I'm gonna definitely play through the rest of the. You know, whatever you want to call this, whether it's a demo or a prelude or a prologue or whatever, and then check out the full game. Let's see. I think I've tried to make this video over 4 different days now, and something just keeps happening with it. Okay, so. Full game is out now. That's what's flashing up in the corner. There's my little scroller. We've got campaign. We've got skirmish. We've got multiplayer, which I don't do a lot of multiplayer games online. We've got settings, load, and quit. We're not going to load anything. For settings, not a lot. Sound. Let's see. Sound, music, sound volume, music volume. You can select the language. Screen resolution. It's on full screen right now. Interface scaling at 100%. Not sure if I'm not sure. We'll take a look inside. From my impression, I don't think it was hard to read, but we could always try adjusting that. Unit acceleration, yes, make the units go faster. Hotkeys, global map. Oh, so this one, yeah, this is refreshing my memory. So there are a bunch of hotkeys, which means you could, if these are not already mapped to buttons, or not configured to buttons, you could do it. Now that I'm thinking about this, the nice thing about this game is that the hints about the hotkeys are in the game as well, so you could kind of do it on the fly, which is kind of cool. I think you can still do it all mouse driven. I guess it depends on how, you know, what your preference is. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and oh, this is the one. Yeah. So I can't click this X without going to the full game, which is kind of funny. So I'm just going to go back over here and click on campaign mode. I think that gives me my tutorial. It's going to go through some information here. I'm just going to click through it. Give me. Oh, this is a prologue. Border region between the order. Okay, I'm not going to read it. So let's see. These guys are going to talk to each other, and oh no, whatever. Who cares? Oh yeah, that's right. When you scroll your pointer to the sides, it moves the map. But However, let's see if you can do it. Yeah, you can do it with the left trackpad the left joystick as well. So that's clearly mapped to those hotkeys, which is great. Let's see. Okay, in combat, two-handed weapon-wielding units have an advantage over the other units since they do not take any damage from counterattacks when attacking the enemy. Press any key. Let's see. Okay, head of the position, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, who cares? I don't care what you're telling me. If I was really playing this, I would definitely read this. So we're going to go ahead and get out of this. You need to deal with several skeletons in order to reach the signal fire. This one looks pretty weak. Well, good. Marius has a melee attack radius of 1 cell, meaning that you will not be able to attack the enemy at close range this turn. However, you can attack him from a distance. Please approach within 3 to 4 cells of the enemy, the area that is highlighted in red. Okay. So now down here we've got our turn order. And when you hover over, when you put your pointer over one of the icons or whatever down here, it tells you. So I'm on Marius right now, my level 0 person. He's got hit points of 800, and then it goes things like armor, critical, evasion chance, block chance, etc., etc. And then it talks about the skeletons that I'm going to fight. So there's going to be 4 skeleton, looks like turns or whatever, and then Inquisitor. Okay, over here. We've got the guy himself. We've got, it looks like movement points left is 8, so that's kind of nice. When you hover over the radial kind of little icon or whatever, it pops up with a message over here that tells you what it is. Underneath the movement is ammunition. I've got 20. And then this is the normal melee attack, and you may not be able to see it, but there's a Q in the little corner of the round radial circle, so that tells me, oh, if I press the Q button, that's what does the normal melee attack. So I could go and configure the Steam Deck controls to make sure that Q is mapped to something if I think that that is beneficial. And then this one down here, E is the ranged, B is a bomb, and then these right here would be 4 abilities. Looks like, or 3 abilities, and then this is a pass to the next unit. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to walk. So let's go over here. I'm going to walk into the red zone. Wow, that's what's funny about this thing too. They move super fast, well, which is kind of cool. You can activate ranged attacks by pressing that button, yep, which I already highlighted. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, we're going to move the camera a little bit. There we go. I'm going to press that button, or E, and then it says place the mouse cursor over the enemy or the selected area below it and press the left mouse button. So I'm just going to highlight him, so when my cursor's on him, or I should say when my pointer's on him, he's outlined in red. In theory, I guess you can do the squares too, but I'm going to go ahead and attack him. Oops, that's the skeleton. No, I want to actually attack him. Come on. No. How about we go on the square? There we go. Keep an eye on the crystals of abilities. When they run out, it will no longer be possible for you to attack with this character. So they're pointing me to these little crystals over here that are flashing. Looks like the buttons above enemy units indicate all possible attacks from your current position. Pressing this button initiates a ranged attack. So this is showing the same thing as my ranged attack over here for E. So I'm just going to go ahead and click that above the skeleton, and I attack him again. So they do talk, which I find was funny. I kind of like that about Wizardry 8, where the characters constantly talk to you about doing stuff. That's kind of a cool voice thing. This just showed up. What is this? I can't highlight it yet. You did everything you could during this turn. Now watch the attack of your opponent. He's going to move really super fast. Close that. Rah! He just... and then I countered. Something about his anger or something. I'm not sure. Use this button to perform a melee attack and then target the enemy. So because I'm close by now, again, I can hover over him, see more. He's got 79 hit points out of 230. If I press that Q or that icon, I'm going to do 80 damage, it looks like. one cell cost 1 AP, so I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click that bad boy. Smacked him only for 56. When you engage an enemy in melee combat, he may attack you in return. This icon indicates whether the opponent will make a counterattack. So that's the cross swords type thing. And he did. Oops. Whoa. I gotta be careful of those mouse thingies. Let's see. Do I still have action points? Let's see. Can I do another attack? Oh, I did. Okay. There are obstacles ahead that can make the journey challenging. Bombs can help you overcome them. You will see the bomb planting positions marked in red. So again, on the screen, there's these red positions, and then there's a little bomb thingy. So we're going to go ahead and click that. You can activate the bomb by clicking this button, which I know. So, whoops, man, that I really kind of don't like that screen thing. That may be why it would be better to map some of these keys to Steam buttons, Steam control buttons, so that when you get your cursor down there, your pointer down there, it doesn't move the screen on you. So I'm going to press that, and then this allows me to throw the bomb somewhere. So I'm going to throw it right there. There's one action point left, but you cannot do anything this turn. Press the button to skip. So we're going to skip this. Man, I don't like that. I'm going to definitely have to do something about that. Okay. All right, so I blew that up. The passage is open, but you are a bit bruised. There's one thing I can give you. I took this elixir during our previous undead raids. Use it. Okay. So again, this is the elixir of restoration, and it's the Z button. So again, I could map that to something like a trigger or another button, or A, X, Y, B, depending on what they are already mapped to. All right, deal with the remaining skeletons to get to the signifier. Your allies will now join the battle. Oh, well, good. I have allies. That's helpful. Okay. And, all right, so now I can see my person, and that must be an ally. Those are the skeletons. So I guess I can move up to the gray squares, maybe? Yep, so as long as it's white, I can move there, but if I go too far, it turns red. So I'm going to go ahead and click there, and then let's see. I'm probably close enough to do a ranged attack. Ooh, evaded. Ooh, look at you being all evady. Okay. Okay. Oh, so that's interesting. So the people that are helping me are controlled by the AI. They attack themselves. So you don't get to control them. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see. So he's almost dead, and he is almost. The strongest one is this guy over here. So I'm going to press the ranged attack, and we're going to attack this dude. Okay, and then do I have any left? Let's see if I can do it again. See if I get enough things left. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Okay, so I did that. Oh, now they're just gonna go by themselves. Burn, heretic! He's dead. I don't know what happened. Oh, killed another one. Okay. Alright, there's my guy. Let's see. You know what? We're going to walk up here. We're going to smack him. Just because we can. Tolerance. Sign of weakness. Okay. Let's attack him again. Why not? Still got points. Okay, and then he's going to attack him. Alright, well done. We will now light the signal tower and wait for reinforcements from the capital to arrive. Alright, so we get victory. Talks about stats. So it breaks down the monsters and breaks down your party. Looks like damage, healing, murder. Well, that's interesting. Crit for critical, dodge, turns, and then turns in total. So it gives you a variety of stats. And then we're going to continue on. Okay. Your Majesty, the castle has reached the borders of your order. Marius camp is under siege. Oh, no. Captain Tobias, order your squad to land. There is no time to lose. It is my player's turn, right? Okay, so so I'm not going any further on this. I just wanted to show that this definitely seems playable. Let's see if I click X, what happens. Nothing. Y, nothing. B, nothing. A. Oh, I don't know if that did something or not. Yee. So I guess we'll. Oh, so interesting. So left L1 button zooms out. R2 or R1 zooms in. So that's what that does. And then of course your left joystick moves the map around. Your right joystick does the same thing as the right trackpad. But again, the trackpad is so much easier to control than the joystick when you're moving the mouse. And again, you could easily pull up the controller configuration to see what is mapped, like that melee attack, that ranged attack, the elixir. And if these buttons aren't actually used, actually, you know what? Let's just see if they are used. Go over here to control settings. And then go to controller, go to edit layout, and the A button. So they are mapped to something. A is the space key, B is the E key, X is the R key, and F is the Y key. So I mean so I'm sorry. The space key is the A button, the E key is the B button, the R key is the X button, the F key is the Y button. So it would all depend on what those are in game. If you select this button up here, you can go back to settings and hotkeys. So hotkeys, it doesn't actually list them. Well, that's not helpful. Settings. So I got my sound volume. I got my screen and back. Interesting. So. Oh, I know why, because these are the hotkeys for the local map. You have save and load and quit. So you could, if you were in combat, you could use this button to pull up the settings. Or the menu. You could go into hotkeys, see what the keys are for that particular thing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, go over here. This is just Undead Camp. So it looks like we've got our map. And that's all I'm going to do here, folks. Again, there could be something hidden in here. Maybe something will go wrong later on. But this does look like it's playable on the Steam Deck. Looks like primarily you're going to move the map around with the left joystick, and then you're going to use the right trackpad or the joystick if you want to, and the right trigger to select. And you could map some of those hotkeys to other buttons if that was preferred for you. Just going to go ahead and save that. And that's pretty much it. So we'll go to quit. And again, you could do different options here, but we'll go to quit and actually get out. So that's Stone's Keeper, King Aurelius. Looks kind of interesting. So definitely, I'll definitely check out the rest of the prologue. And does look like it's playable on the Steam Deck. So looks like it's going to work perfectly fine. And that's pretty much it for that. So I'm glad you found my channel, folks. If these videos are helpful, please like, subscribe, get notifications, and leave comments. My understanding is the more people do that sort of thing, then the easier it is for people to find these videos. Of course, if you're searching for Steam Deck videos, you'll probably find the newest ones anyway. And again, folks, I'm focusing my videos on the games that right now Valve says are unknown or unsupported, and I'm focusing, for the next little bit on demos, prologues, and preludes and stuff, to see if the games are something that might want to be downloaded and purchased, or go forward from there. So again, I hope these are helpful, folks. That's why I'm doing them. Feel free to leave comments. I try to respond to everything, and I'll try to get, again, thankfully, I think I made it through this one unless something goes wrong. I'll try to get more videos up as I have, quiet time, and hopefully things keep going well. So thanks a lot, folks. Have a great day. Happy gaming, and we'll see everybody later. Bye.